Cinder, it is time to hand dating advice out to a bunch of virgins on the internet. Yes, that means you. I'm looking directly at you. Sorry, your imaginary girlfriend on Discord does not count. I don't care how many skins you buy her. Anyway, we are doing dating advice with Madam Hellhound. Madam Hellhound, tell them how qualified you are for this stream today.
I'll have you know, I'm a VTuber.
Okay, so we're screwed.
I live on the internet, and there is lots of information on the internet.
Firstly, how do I get a girlfriend? Okay, chat. Step 1, give up. Step 2, learn grammar and spelling. Step 3, you don't. All right, thanks for coming to the stream today. I ditched my girlfriend to watch this. Yeah, I don't know about that one, buddy. You know, chat, I ditched my girlfriend to be a streamer. It's fine.
I think any kind of relationship stems from friendship.
Wait, you have to be friends with women?
You can be. You definitely can be.
That's not what Andrew Tate taught me. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drink a whole bunch of lean, go to the club, and slap a girl on the booty cheeks. What do you think?
That's a one-way ticket to prison.
Nice! Dude, chat, prison is free meals. Free meals equals more time to focus on getting with women. Free healthcare? Just don't drop the soap.
I've been with my boyfriend for years, but we're not the kind of couple who go on dates.
What?
I want to change that. What are your best date ideas that you feel aren't obvious?
I know. Chat, one word. Gaslight. It's so simple. Here's what I'm thinking. All right, you say, hey, do you want to go on a walk to the park? And she's like, why? Is that a date? And you say, no, because meditation is chicken noodle soup for the soul. And then when you're out there, you're gonna be like, hey, do you want to kiss? She's like, why? And be like, kissing is good for your immune system because we have to spread the vaccines. You just tell them it's not a real date. You're just going to the movies together and then making out for your immune system.
That's actually not a bad point. If you don't call it a date, what if they make it into something that feels more like a fun activity?
They should go on an airplane and light a grenade and then jump out when it explodes, so it's like an epic action movie. That'd be a sick date.
I was gonna say, like, shopping.
Shopping's good. When I talk to girls, I always look at their asses instead of their eyes. Is that an unattractive trait? Listen, okay? Just imagine they have googly eyes where their tits are, and imagine they have tits where their eyes are. I would gaslight myself into being attracted to eyeballs, so I just want to stare at their eyes.
Coming from somebody who is well endowed, I like to wear V-necks. It's kind of like obvious that people would look, so you just kind of get used to it sometimes.
I'm just like so sick of people staring at my chest.
And we notice.
We notice.
Yeah. Filian definitely notices. If you're being like creepy about it, then I'll be like, all right, dude, like f off. But I mean, if we're just having a conversation and you like occasionally glance, I'm like, okay, look, I get it. They're just kind of out there.
It is primal instinct. It is monkey.
How do you deal when someone you're dating reveals they have a chronic illness and need constant attention so they don't end up worse?
Oh, I know what to do. You're like, hey girl, you're pretty sick. Nasty.
I don't know. This sounds like a serious topic. Some people need extra assistance with like day-to-day tasks.
I need assistance with day-to-day tasks. I can't even microwave cereal.
Maybe you also have illnesses.
I have STDs!
I still think that regardless, if you like somebody for who they are, that kind of stuff doesn't matter. And in fact, some people actually really like helping others. Maybe it's a good thing. You can spend more time with them.
I'm gonna be honest, if they have a chronic illness and they need constant attention, you gotta really find out if you love them or not. That's what I'm thinking, boys. This may be a basic question. It's okay, Snacker, we got you. But how do you insert yourself into a friend group that someone I like is in without constantly coming up with excuses?
Just like message the friend you like.
So I would just walk up to her and just say, wanna go out? Let's just cut to the chase.
Oh, what if you like make plans?
Make plans?
Yeah, like, hey guys, we should all go to this restaurant on this day at this time and have like a good meal together.
Oh yeah, make group plans. And then you sit next to her. And then while you're next to her, you're like, hey little mama, let me whisper in your ear. I got 8 piercings and I got run over by a deer. You know?
I don't think they'd invite you back.
Is this diabolical? Be honest. You invite people on an outing, right? And you're like, hey, like Samantha, I invited like Garrett and Stuart and Susan and stuff. And then the only person you actually invited was Samantha.
Oh my
and then
God.
she shows up and you're like, everyone else canceled. And then when she looks at her menu and looks back up at you, you got the kissy lips. I think like pick a group activity that everyone can do. Just pander for that, and then try and be friends. And then you ask them out at some point.
How do I flirt with someone administering first aid?
Huh?
Like if you're in a hospital and there's a hot nurse taking care of you.
Yo! This dude's into his teacher! Okay, Chad, here's what I would do. I would shove a breadstick down my throat. That way I need CPR. What if they're administering first aid to someone else? Imagine like the dude's like guts are like cut open and stuff. You have like, and then you're like going, hey, listen, I know that dude's like, you know, his heart's on the ground, but my heart's for you. You want to smash?
Medical professionals are professionals and they take their job seriously, so I think they would still be respectful.
I have a real question from a real life scenario I was in, Cinder. I was at the nurse's office. The nurse was a guy. The nurse was kind of like, you know, he's definitely like on the objective scale of attractiveness. He was above average. And then after he was done being a nurse, he said like, oh, hey, like, let me know if you're not feeling all right afterwards. I was like, okay. And he's like, here's my number. Just call me. Was he flirting or am I a virgin?
I feel like I can go either way because there are some doctors that actually go to your house if you're unable to make it to a hospital.
But I literally walked over there in the first place. I'm still baffled by it and I never called him. I was like, I can't tell if he's into me. I may be stupid. I don't know, man. I don't want an adult. Frick this. Love the streams. Keep it up, Frank. God dang it. Anyways, how do I get her interested in the BDSM? You can't just ask that! My man just whipped in the throat! This is like some dude being like, hey, nice to meet you, and then just whip their conch out.
So my question is this person asking how to get a girl interested in BDSM or how to get you interested?
What does BDSM even stand for? Bed does so much.
So people are into handcuffs and stuff, okay?
Yeah, people like cops. They're like, handcuff me, dad, or whatever they say.
Yeah, they say that, all right. It's like a performance that uses a lot of props.
Oh, so it's like a play. Dude, I love Into the Woods. Do you think that's what a guy says when the girl doesn't shave?
My date is always nervous and sometimes stutters or is clumsy from the anxiety.
Oh.
How can I help them be more comfortable and relaxed in future dates?
Stutter worse than them.
Or just like what you said and make it seem like it's not a date.
Gaslight?
Yeah.
You've finally come to my understanding.
Just make it more casual.
Or give them a lobotomy to fix it.
I guess you'd be more silly and fun that way. You know, relationships get to a point where you don't have to make every single date like this big event where you go and do something wild and crazy. Like, you could just stay in and watch a movie and just, like, hang out.
What I want to do in life is I want to go Netflix and chill and just Netflix and that's it. Just to see what happens.
So what, you Netflix and sweat?
No, I might sweat. I don't know, bro. I'd walk in there, I'd watch Netflix on their account for 3 hours and then leave. Also, I wouldn't pay for the pizza. It's free real estate. I'm concerned about feeling having the level of femininity of a NASCAR race and the sexual appeal of a wet towel. Do you think she'll ever find love? Do you think I'll find love, Cinder?
Yeah, I think you find love with what you do.
So I'm gonna be single because I'm a streamer?
This is a very broad question. Like, you can love so many things. I love puppies. So, like, I found love. I love all those things. There's so many things that I love.
It's like getting diagnosed with cancer and they're like, well, you're not dead. It's just... You still have time to pet puppies. Like, ah! My date is streaming. This is so real. The answer is if you don't want to be on stream, just whip your nuts out. They get banned, you go on your date. It's that simple. Thoughts on going after a married woman who has kids and isn't happy in her marriage with her husband? Okay, if your woman is married and you think she's unhappy, Chad, this is called projecting. Also, life is not anime. She's like, I saw her. Her ice cream fell off her ice cream cone in front of her husband, and her husband didn't like immediately start making out with her. They hate each other. Chat, forget the woman. Assert your dominance. Go after the husband instead. If you're in a relationship and all you can do is cry every day, should I need to stop and ask myself, am I dating a human or an onion? Peel the skin off. See if it has layers.
You're asking probably the biggest crybaby on Twitch right now.
You cry?
The fussy baby. What?
Wow, I fell for it. Just wear ski goggles. Then you'll know. If you stop crying, it's him. Yeah, I mean, listen, look, chat. Here, this illustrates the number one rule of dating. Relationships do not make you happy. Happiness comes from within. You can be dating the greatest person in the world and still be depressed. So it doesn't really change anything. That's my thought. Okay, virgin. Why are you writing that, chat? Hi, Cinder.
Hi, Philip. Here's my situation. I used to be a very sociable person and have had relationships in the past. I eventually started dating this girl for over a year, but she broke up with me in January, and I just can't seem
TikTok
to
ensures
find that
you never
sociable
date.
person inside of myself anymore. Any tips to help me break back out of my shell? Thanks. Hang out with friends. Go out and do fun things. Don't stay cooped up.
Go to the gym. The masculine urge to get ripped after breaking up with your girlfriend. Well, you're such a giga chat that when women are just like on you like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, except you're not like a mass murderer, you're gonna be feeling it again. Don't pretend like you ain't depressed, bro. It's okay. What would you do if you're feeling that you're at risk of being friend zoned? If you wouldn't still be their friends with them if they friend zone you, then you shouldn't even be dating them anyway. So like if you're worried about getting friend zoned, like that's a risk you have to take, but you have to like ask yourself, would I still be cool with them otherwise? If the answer is no, then you probably even shouldn't ask them out.
I successfully got a girlfriend somehow, and I genuinely enjoy spending time with her.
So what do you
but
think?
She seems to want more, and I don't know what to do. I've made it this far, but it's just luck, and I legitimately have no idea how to do this. It kind of just feels like having a very close friend that I sometimes cuddle with, but I get this vibe that she's expecting something more from me, and I don't want to.
You're cuddling with her? And you think she might not be into you? Fellas, if she goes on a date with you, is she into you? You don't know. You can't tell. If she goes in your bed and you bang, is she into you? You don't know. If she puts a ring on your finger and you have a family of three years later, is she into you? You really don't know. Communicate. Use your mouth.
It's like celebrating your 10-year wedding anniversary, and you turn to each other and be like,
Hey.
"Do you like me?"
Do you like me? She's like, no, as a joke, and you're like, no. Is dating worth it? No. What do you think?
I feel like you shouldn't just date to date. I feel
True.
like it should be somebody who is genuinely special to you, and you shouldn't just jump right into it.
Dating is like having a pet. You need enough time for it.
Some people are like, I don't need to be in a relationship to be happy, and they're perfectly fine with what they're doing with their life. And other people really want that kind of connection, and that is also valid too.
My boyfriend farted on my pillow. Am I pregnant? Yes.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Congrats on the pregnancy though.
The question is, how are you in a situation where your boyfriend is farting on your pillow? Is he sleeping perpendicular?
No, it's probably like, revenge.
What did you do for someone to fart on your pillow? That's devious.
Hi, Cinder and Filian.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm in the process of moving to Europe, and I've never really had an actual real relationship. I'm always super polite and take being respectful to girls super seriously. Am I being
Sim.
nice?
Oh, we got a classic nice guy.
You don't want to be the person that's like, I'm such a nice guy. I don't get how women don't like
Cinder.
No.
That's what it is.
We like guys who are nice. We don't like nice guys, if that makes sense. You shouldn't have to say that you are a nice person. You should just be nice.
I feel like being nice is like a basic human thing to do.
I
It
think
doesn't
that's what
entitle you to a
say.
relationship.
There's a girl I'm trying to talk to, but she is primarily a Spanish speaker while I'm not. I've talked to her a few times in Spanish, but I still kind of mess up my speaking. Any advice on what I should do to get better at speaking? Also, any other tips on future approaches? Thanks in advance. Duolingo. You gotta fight the owl. He's the final boss.
True.
In order for you to be with the girl. It's like Bowser and you're rescuing
Whenever.
And then at the end of it, you will find everything you're looking for, and all your dreams will come true.
To be honest, you just gotta learn Spanish. It's a fact of the matter. Like, if a girl is deaf, you have to learn sign language. If she doesn't speak English that well, you both have to learn each other's language. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up here. Cinder, I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the multiverse.
Bye-bye!